Hello everyone and welcome to the GamerGaters community stream. As of now, there is just me and Mephisto here, and we have Scott, but he is away from keyboard right now. So I guess it will take a while until the stream um, catches up to speed, I guess.
Here
If
I am.
you if you feel like you have something you want to say, feel free to join our Steam group, or just actually you can just connect to the chat in the Steam group without actually joining, and tell us that you want in. We are the entire point of the stream is accepting anyone that wants to speak up into the stream and let them say whatever they want, be that pro or anti-Gamergate. We want to start a conversation here.
Yeah, our guest is here. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Oh, is he back?
Yeah.
Yep. I am Anonymous Ifrit on Twitter. I am here because, well, I just wanted to get involved with the movement, with the revolt rather, and I noticed the revolt when I was surfing on YouTube and I saw this video about this guy talking about how companies were purposefully censoring games because people were complaining about them. And he said he was agreeing with their reasons for doing it, and then he made another video about it, saying that he took back what he said, took back everything he said, and he linked to this article about how journalists were supposedly censoring games. And I read it, and that that raised a few red flags in my head. So I decided to watch the revolt go on through Twitter, and then after watching it for a bit, I decided to get involved.
Right. I've been noticing that lately a lot of gaming journalism sites, or sites that report on games at all, have been lately a bit less hostile. It seems like they want to negotiate almost.
Now they don't want to apologize. They're just hoping it goes away if they don't keep antagonizing.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
And
probably
then
true.
give it 6 months, they're going to go right back to their old ways again
Right.
of being the high priestesses of social commentary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There have been the one I saw at least was the Vice article where they had they contacted
I'm talking about the
oh
harassment.
what's her name I don't even know, Ice for something on Twitter. She has like her avatar is Ryuko from Kill la Kill, the anime. I have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea how to pronounce that, but it sounded like they had interviewed her. So it seems like they at least try to get some of both sides.
Who they interview?
I have no idea how to pronounce her name.
Margaret Jill, I guess you could say.
Oh, she corrected me on that. It's Gel, not Gel.
Oh, okay.
All right. ICZE4R, I guess. I have no idea how that's supposed to be pronounced. So, Mephisto, have you gotten anyone else who wanted to join in?
Nope, not at the moment.
Right.
We can just talk about what's been happening lately.
Right. But I feel like there really hasn't been happening that much lately.
Really? Did you see Sargon's video of Mophead on MSNBC?
No, I actually haven't.
Yeah, Sargon got back to his old ways of breaking down other people's videos. It's a good one. You got to check it out.
I
It's
probably will.
in our announcements, and somebody else did posted it in our discussion as well. And I guess Darkstar's seen it, our other group host, and he had a bit of an epic rant over that one too. I posted that in the discussion behind it.
I believe that. I've actually taken a break from watching a lot of those videos, especially those
Oh,
news videos,
MSNBC is horrible for
because
just being one-sided.
Oh yeah.
they are literally just
Oh yeah.
pouring the same shit over and over again, and I am actually getting a bit tired listening to the same one-sided arguments over and over again without even considering that they are full
Well,
of
they know
shit.
they're one-sided. They know they're pushing a narrative, and they're not going to give the other side a chance at all, ever. They are very progressive and feminist site.
Right, but well, the problem isn't feminism. The problem is extreme feminism.
Extreme
or like,
feminism, yes.
like everyone that like claims that we are against feminism also like tends to just say that there's no reason to be against feminism because feminism is just a woman who wants equal treatment as compared to men. But the problem is, that's not the feminism we are seeing at the moment.
Oh yeah.
The feminism we are having problems with is basically feminism that seems like they want to build up some sort of matriarchy. Ironically enough, since they all seem to complain about the patriarchy all the time. Hold on, I'm just going to find I'm just going to send an invite to this Tilly guy.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Oh, you
You
are?
know, it's funny. There was a patriarchy that was oppressing women. This must be a terrible patriarchy because they are doing so much to women right now.
Right.
It is insane.
And there is another thing that I have been. It's sort of related, but the thing that all the people talking about the wage gap, I just can't. It just doesn't work out in my head because if women actually got paid less for doing the same work as men, why wouldn't like every place just hire a shit ton of women because they would get the same work done for less money? Like,
Exactly.
in the view of anyone who wants to like hire people, they would just hire women because they could just give them less payment for the same amount of work. It just doesn't work out in my head. It doesn't make sense.
No, Christina Hoff Summers did an excellent video on it where if you take everything into account, the wage gap basically vanishes. Now, if they want to talk about certain instances where there is wage gap, where it can be fixed, I can be into discussing that, and I'm open to that. But when they keep constantly bringing up the 77 cents on the to every man's dollar bullshit, I won't even talk to them. They're scam artists.
We have got the Wee Hardcore Gamer back into our stream. Would you like to introduce yourself for people who haven't heard you before or seen you here on the stream?
Well, I've previously been on a stream, I think it was last night, I kind of don't remember, but I've had a pretty long discussion about Gamergate, and wow, I don't think I'm going to be backing down from this anytime soon. It's just things, this train is just not going to break.
Yeah, basically,
There are no books on this.
they try to talk us down right now, or basically get us to calm down, and if we calm down, then they'll probably just be back to their old habits of corruption and whatnot in like about a week or maybe a month.
Yeah, they're just scared of us right now.
Yeah, obviously, but it's that's not the time to quit. I'm just saying.
Well, just don't follow their side and we'll be all good.
Right. Mephisto.
I mean, I just noticed that we seem to be getting a lot more advertisers, including Nissan, pulling out lately today, which is pretty good.
Oh, I didn't even hear Nissan pulled out.
Just happened.
Is it confirmed? Did they put out a statement?
Yeah, I'll post a link in a moment.
Right. I haven't gotten this yet. But Mephisto, you were talking about the Sargon video that just came out. As I haven't seen it yet, would you mind giving like a summary of what it was about?
Well, this social commentary guy, I forget it. I don't even want to know his name, but he looks like a young 20-something-year-old. I've seen a few people call him Mophead, and it's a good description. He just
Okay.
rants off uh, stupid, crazy shit, and they put him on MSNBC along with this other social justice warrior. And just the same old narrative crap, one-sided, total bullshit. Not at all what GamerGate is about. Like they're I can't believe how they're just allowing one side to explain what the enemy is explaining what GamerGate is to the public.
Right.
They're basically manipulating us.
I
Yeah,
don't I don't
they're
even think
manipulating the
they
narrative.
I don't even think they're it's like they are probably doing it on purpose at this point. I guess like because there should be enough information out now that you could see both sides of the story. I mean, at the start there were like all these reports about how it was a misogynistic harassment campaign, but now there should be enough like articles representing both sides out there that you should be able to realize that's not what it's about.
I'm not sure if I'm going to pronounce his name right. Deuce Rex gave me a Twitter link.
It's probably Deus Rex.
Deuce Rex.
It's like it's probably a pun on Deus Ex,
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to post a
or it's
Twitter.
Deus Ex maybe. I'm not sure. It's
I
like
pronounce it
Deus
as
Ex.
Deus Ex, but
Deus Ex. Yeah, that
tomato
sounds right.
tomato.
uh-huh.
Didn't
Looks
we
like
also
another
get an
person
interview
maybe
from
got
like the
doxxed.
NPR?
Oh, I've seen a lot of talk about Felicia Day. What happened with Felicia Day? Was that confirmed false or?
He was asking me Deus Ex if
Oh,
I knew, and I said just link me, and I posted the link to you guys.
right. I um. Oh, we have another one who wants in. Hold on. There. I don't know. I just heard someone talk about it. I didn't actually get to read what the entire thing was about.
Someone posted me a link to it, but I never got the chance to read it.
Right.
Apparently, it was about like someone basically explained it as gamers being considered as a new black person. Like, where if you see a black man, you cross the street or something stupid. But like on the page, as I know probably you guys have heard, apparently they posted her docs, and her docs were actually. Let me see this real quick. It was like her address and her name, I think.
So what? She did get doxxed? Like where she was saying
Uh,
she got name and address posted?
it was just name and address. That's it. It
Well,
wasn't
that's
anything.
doxing. That's
Yeah,
enough, really.
but apparently the person's name was Internet Aristocat.
Yeah, I've
So
seen a few of them
yeah,
troll accounts pop up for Internet
yeah.
Aristocrat.
Wait, so she got doxxed by someone like pretending to be IA, or
I guess it was supposed to be IA, but it was like under the name of Internet Aristocat.
right?
So it could have been another person they were trying to impersonate or something.
Okay. There are like a lot of these. There are so many like troll accounts or like fake accounts now. I'm getting confused on Twitter. Which all
Yeah, I don't follow them. If somebody needs to inform me, they can send me a link. But yeah, it's way too confusing to follow.
Yeah, but like a lot of them, like there's this Macintosh joke account. I don't remember what it's called.
Right? It's the same thing, but it's
It
like
wasn't like
radical bites.
something. I think it was something like tropes versus bitches or something like that. And it's like pretending to be at least sometimes it's pretending to be Macintosh. And because some of its like jokes are sort of funny, a lot of the jokes gets retweeted I mean, you can see but if you're not like paying attention, just scrolling through your feed for a second, it might seem like it's actually Macintosh. It really depends on what they're tweeting, though. Some of them is just pretending to be Macintosh, and some of them are just straight out like really obvious jokes. It's kind of like when we had all these fake Kotaku articles. I actually had problems with some of them realizing which were actual Kotaku articles and which were just like weird articles or like joke articles, because Kotaku has like a history of having a lot of weird articles, especially relating like Japan and Japanese culture. Did you have something you want to say?
I posted the link to that. There's an article about the whole doxing incident.
Oh, okay.
I think what I've got to say is that I just find it amazing that Gawker can't learn to keep its mouth shut. They just have to keep going and just saying, oh, look, the gamers are dead, Gamergate is losing, and all other stuff they pull out of their asses.
I think they're trying to antagonize us into doing some stupid stuff.
Oh, she is pro Gamergate. That's wonderful. I love she.
Like, there's this article I'm reading right now from Adam Smith Institute where it says why Gamergate will lose, and I just stopped reading what it says. However, I think the issue of Zoe Quinn is crucial, just as the issue of Michael Brown was crucial in Ferguson. Really, they had to make that comparison.
Yeah. Yeah, now we're as bad as a bunch of racist cops.
I'm not sure if a lot of this can sink like any lower at this point.
No, I knew from the very first stream I came into that people wanted it. Like I remember people bugging to post on CNN. You remember everybody going there and voting for that article to come on?
Yeah, I remember that, and then it got.
And ever since the first stream I came onto, I was saying the mainstream media is not going to give us a fair shake, man. That's not what they're pretty well all progressive. The only one that might give us a fair shake is something like Fox or something conservative, and then we're just going to be labeled under that. And Americans are extremely polarized when it comes to politics.
That go against their evil plan.
It's almost religious for them, you know, and once you get labeled right wing or left wing, then you turn the whole other side against you, where they don't understand that Gamergate is left and right, green or red and blue, different religions, different races, different everything.
Did someone see the new article by Milo?
I'm looking at it right now.
Like, the title of it is a quote from Gawker. Dishonest fascists of Gamergate could cost us millions.
That's really funny, because I think what would be costing them millions are advertisers pulling out.
Basically, to quote Milo here, rather than apologizing for the tone of its coverage and the language of its writers, Gawker branded the video games community, which is licensed by Gawker's biased coverage of the Gamergate controversy, dishonest fascists. So, yeah, Gawker is still at it.
And they won't give up until, you know, the worst thing happens to them, which it'll come eventually. You just got to give it a bit of time.
The problem is, like, Gawker has no moral high ground anymore. Basically everyone is seeing that they're full of shit. And if they don't apologize, no one is going to, like, care about them anymore. They're just going to go bankrupt.
Seeing some of their own fans actually turn against them as well.
Like, I mean, Gawker's, especially Kotaku's articles have been, like, either it's been downright advertisement for games, or it has been, like, clickbait, a lot of clickbait. Like, they have all these weird articles about Japan, which is basically, like, the stupidest thing ever, like, why French fries is causing all sorts of chaos in Japan, and that's an actual Kotaku article.
Wasn't Kotaku about Japanese culture originally?
Originally, it was. That's where the otaku in Kotaku comes from. So.
Yep. Oh, hey, we got a new person here.
Yeah.
Hello.
No
How's it
name
going?
death. Oh, your volume is really low. I can hardly hear you. Wait, I'm going to.
Hello?
Yep.
I'll have to turn it up. Or
Okay, I
You're
boosted it
working
here.
pretty good here.
It's a bit better now.
it's better now?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
clear. It's clear.
It fixed itself on its own. I didn't have to do a thing. It's great.
I turned you up from the console.
Well, that works.
Would you like to give an introduction about yourself?
Hi, I'm No Name Death.
How did you
Hi.
get into the GamerGate movement? What is it that basically? What was the drop of water that made the glass fill over for you?
You asking me how I got into the Gamergate movement?
Yeah, basically what tipped you over.
It was probably the threads on 4chan when it started.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of agreed with the points they made, and that was about it.
Like
The rest, as they say, was history.
right, because at the start I felt like it was really dirty. It was a bunch of shit thrown from like all sides,
Right.
and I had problems seeing what was real and what was just shit. And to be fair, there's a lot of things from the start that is kind of hard to prove either way. But after watching for a while, I noticed that basically I liked the people on the pro Gamergate side a lot more. They didn't.
Mhm.
They tried to prove all their statements, and they didn't basically hide behind empty arguments when they were questioned. There were a
Right,
lot of like bad arguments coming from the anti-Gamergate side, which didn't address any of the issues that Gamergate brought up.
And I think it still continues to this day.
Right, I would have to agree with that.
I don't know. I don't think the opposition really saw us as a legitimate threat, so they just decided to slander us instead of actually like refute our points.
Right, and a lot of people, like for example, Vice seems to like back a bit down from that strategy now because they see it's not working.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, it's growing us.
Yeah, you see when the
I love that black eye tweet. Oh, that Brianna Wu sent out. You know, they're gonna get a big black eye today or whatever it was. I forget the exact wording of it. But
Yeah, we're gonna get them, eh, bud?
it doubled our
Listen.
Twitter feed.
I remember like probably the biggest boost to the Gamergate tag like at all was when they started using the Stop Gamergate 2014 tag.
Yeah, the bots that they got to push that probably used Gamergate. Like they probably used both hashtags. I don't know if that's what they did or not.
I don't think
I
they did. I just think it increased the curiosity of people. Like everyone who saw those tweets wanted to figure out what it was, especially considering the same bots were also like tweeting ISIS propaganda.
Well, I mean,
Well, the bots I saw,
didn't that
like-
start off as like CNN? They promoted both of the hashtags.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure. Maybe.
Oh. Yeah, CNN was
no.
like, Gamergate is against the feminists, and Stop Gamergate is for the feminists, and that's how he like brought it up. It was great.
All right.
Yeah. I still think it's fucking stupid that they added 2014 on the end of the hashtag. Like, what happens when 2015 arrives? That thing's gonna be obsolete.
Well, that's when if we'll never get there. Gamergate's not gonna be there, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? We're never gonna make it past
No,
this.
it's
Come on.
dead.
I mean, hopefully Gawker's not gonna make it past 2014.
We'll have to see how this Christmas season comes, man.
We're gonna do it, buddy.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Did you see Lumpy's tweet about that?
What?
it's
He said appa- He
it's
said apparently that we're supposed to get like some kind of huge ally, and they're supposed to reveal themselves around Christmas, apparently, or December.
Right. Right.
No, I never did see that. What was that about?
Let me see if I can bring it up real big. Sure, I got it somewhere. It was on 8chan.
Yeah, I'm way too busy with this group to kind of go to 8chan and Reddit and all that stuff. I kind of hoping that people come from there and kind of feed this group info.
Yeah.
um
Have you noticed that Wikipedia's going on a witch hunt against users that are pointing out the anti-GG bias?
right. But like Gawker doesn't seem to know when to stop. They're probably going to bury themselves.
Can't stop, man. If you give up any ground, then you look like a bunch of fucking tools. Like, the further you go, like, with this movement.
Yeah, the harder it is to turn back.
Yeah, so Gawker can't just throw their arms up now of all times and say, "Oh, they were right the whole time, you know. We're gonna reform our ethics code." They're not gonna do that ever, man. They have to go.
No, obviously, but
Yeah.
they're going to kill themselves by not doing that.
Well, what they're gonna try and do is like outplay us or out.
Yeah, they want to like.
In the long run, eventually we would throw our arms up and give up. That's what they're hoping is gonna happen, but it's.
Silly, man. There's always a second form in boss fights.
I mean, they are probably like trying to outlast the most stubborn group of people on the internet.
Yeah.
All the times we have spent like grinding for stuff.
I mean, we are like 3 months in after all.
Yeah, we're gonna outgrind Gawker easily.
No, I can't do it.
I hope this never ends.
Yeah,
I
me
kinda
too.
hope
Man.
we're
I
always
hope
around as
we
a
get
group.
GamerGate forever, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Even if the movement dies, people will remember about gaming journalism and all the likes of it.
Right.
I remember tweeting out, somebody said, made a joke about the hashtag StopGamerGate 2014, and they tweeted out StopGamerGate 2015 with a question mark, and I replied, StopGamerGate 4544.
You get a buddy.
over Star Trek subspace signals. They're
That'll-
still trying to stop us.
The point is, the movement should like, even if they do some reformation, I think the movement should still like stay dormant in case someone decides to just discard it. Because I'm not confident that all of the sites who might like temporarily put up some sort of code of ethics are necessarily going to keep it for. Like
Right, we always have to be there to keep them in check, you know, like the bouncers at the clubs. We're like,
right.
don't do anything stupid, guys.
Like Milo was talking about this, that there should be like some sort of website that basically controls all the gaming press, or if that's basically a website that is so huge that it actually has some sort of
Okay, and then how do we
power.
prevent that from becoming Gawker?
that's
You know
the
what I mean?
issue.
That's a question we need to talk about.
Yeah, that's what Nero put up as.
We need
issue.
multiple sites. Not wait.
Right, we need
one site can't
competition.
dominate.
We need to foster competition.
Yeah, but we are doing that already. Start like Niche Gamer and like Tech Raptor and stuff.
Well, I mean, didn't the Escapist change their ethics policies?
They did, but I think the problem with the Escapist is that like the people working there are somewhat split. I think.
What do you mean, you don't like Jimquisition? Silly
So
going, you don't like Jimquisition?
as far as I've heard, I think Yahtzee was sort of suggesting at being pro Gamergate in some of his latest videos. I'm not sure though.
He's the most intelligent member of the Escapist, right?
I'd sort of say yeah, for the time being.
Right.
I really like Yahtzee. I mean,
I
it's,
like his videos, they're interesting.
it's not like I go to, for example, Zero Punctuation to get like legitimate game reviews, but he does have some points, and it's good and like good entertainment.
Right. It's an interesting formula, I should say.
It's because he's like so far over on looking at everything bad. He's like a nice like flip side to the current gaming press, which is almost never, which seems like it's positive to everything.
His breakless delivery is just awe-inspiring. Wish I had that man's voice, his vocal talents.
Like the only other person who seems to deliver sort of the same content is I think Razor Fist does kind of the same job. But then again, I think Razor Fist is actually he's not as negative. He is sort of the opposite of the press. If there is something that the press like gives terrible ratings, but isn't actually that bad, it just has. It seems like if one person in the press thinks it's terrible, then the entire press thinks it's terrible, and if one person in the press thinks it's good, like the entire press thinks it's good. Because, for example, Alien Colonial Marines, he thought it was a good game. he thought it was like burdened down by the Alien, like the Alien trademark.
franchise,
Yeah,
like
the franchise.
the name, yeah.
That because it's not what people would expect from the Alien franchise, but that it had some good parts in it, and he was pretty fair when giving a review of that. But on the other hand, like for example, Dragon Age 2, which the media gave, like the general gaming press gave really good scores, he absolutely butchered it.
That link, okay, I just posted it in the Steam chat
Hold
for
on,
low
go check
ping,
it out.
and I'm gonna read it off to everybody that's not in our Steam chat to click on it. The reveal won't be soon, but I can say we should be welcoming the articles that continue to misrepresent GamerGate with open arms. Take heart, GamerGate. Apparently, we've gained a friend in a very, very high place. Keep speaking the truth. Share the damning evidence.
Right.
I didn't want to interrupt you, but I wanted to make a point about journalism in general.
Right. Go ahead.
Well, a lot of like-minded journalists, I wouldn't say they come together to push an agenda, but they come together and they someone presents a story, and then if another agency likes it, they'll just run the same story and then cite the other article.
Right. Yeah, I've
Like,
seen that a lot.
Many companies will do this, and then
Yeah, it's very cheap journalism.
yeah, it's really cheap and it's easy coverage, and you don't really have to do much. Just edit a few lines here and there to make it sound like you wrote it,
Right.
and then there you go. You got free articles, free clicks, free ads. I mean,
yeah, and that's part of the problem because,
Yeah.
especially when scores like Metacritic basically sum up everyone's scores. If everyone basically has the same article, it gets like double representation or triple representation, depending on how many who run the same article. And it could like the entire gaming. I think the entire gaming press is like too intervened or like too
no, I
connected.
think it's just a regular journalist thing. That's what any journalist of any sort of like niche or any sort of serving journalism would do that. If they all were part of a same niche, they would.
Yeah, obviously, but in a lot of journalism, you have like, for example, like newspapers with like different political agendas, which will always view it from a different angle, I guess. But
Right, and their entire
but I feel like the entire
selling
gaming
point is that they're the other voice, right?
right. But in the gaming press, I feel like it's
We don't really need one.
there is basically
There's no market for it, you know.
There's a
Like
huge-
who would buy a journalist site who just spouts the opposite of every other site? Like no one would buy that. Like would you go to that site?
right, but you should. It means that they can basically just join together and speak. Oh, they're just a lot of sites with basically the same voice saying the same thing, and it makes.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure they do this for the easiest monetary gains they can possibly make out of it.
Right, we got two people in here.
Yeah, we have
Hey, what's up, guys?
and Defcon. Trifax, would you like to introduce yourself
What's up?
first?
Yeah, sure.
What
Hi,
got you
I'm
into
Typhrax.
GamerGate?
From the start, like, I mean, everyone's been sick of the likes of Kotaku for a few years now, I would imagine. This is basically just the stroke that broke the camel's back, and
Right.
that's pretty much it.
Right. Defcon, would you like to give a short introduction of yourself? What made
I
made you
think, I
join?
think I did last
GamerGate?
time. I
You
think
did,
I
but
did last time.
just in case there are someone here that didn't watch the other stream.
So I was on the Reddit and they started shadow banning of Soul Queens and all the sports and stuff like that. So I was like kind of getting interested. Then I come to know this internet aristocrats videos, and then I was like really
Right.
into this cricket stuff. Yeah.
So, can I get a rundown, like, of what countries everybody's from here?
I'm from Singapore.
States. Belgium.
Which one was that? The last one?
Belgium.
Belgium. Ah, nice. I'm a Canuck myself, Canadian.
And I'm from Norway.
Yeah, I'm
Okie
a
dokie then.
Canadian here, bud.
I'm
So
seeing more
Christina
people
Thomas
from.
is going to release a video defending GamerGate Monday.
I'm seeing more people from Europe joining our Steam group chat.
Yeah, I've seen that too. More
That's
Europeans getting involved.
I
in
think
it.
because the reason is Europe and USA are kind of like first world countries, and they don't got a lot of major issues, you know, like no hunger, no job situation and stuff like that.
No job.
Hey, man, if you've been tracking the statistics, man, we're like 40% unemployed, man. All right, we've got someone who's
I
informed.
mean, like
I'm unemployed.
like I told in my last stream, in Asia we don't have GamerGate issues. We don't have GamerGate issues. People they play whatever they want to play, and nobody like feminism or bigot or racism, nothing like that.
So
At
you're
least in
like
Asia, you know.
you're like a loner out of the crowd that knows about Gamergate. Nobody else gives a damn.
I mean, like I read only one post. It's from like a Chinese blog, and they were like talking about this Gamergate and stuff, and they mentioned Zoe Queen and Five Guys and stuff like that. But they were like a bit neutral about all this stuff. I mean, like they're like they're like saying that you don't have to worry about that. This is not gonna affect gamers and stuff like that. My Chinese is not that good actually. Because I'm from India. I come here for work. I
Sure.
come to Singapore for work.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Well,
I
it's
asked my
good.
girlfriend and she's like,
I don't mind neutral.
Yeah, I'd take a neutral stance on this issue.
Yeah,
yes. So media here, yeah, it's very neutral. And actually, to be honest with you, gamers here, they really don't give a shit about this stuff. Yeah, they just play their games. Girls, they also play with us. They kick our shit. We abuse them, they abuse us back. It's no problem here.
To
In
be
fact,
fair-
some of the girl clan, they can play better than us.
To be fair, I'd rather not give a shit about this as well, though. Like, it's not like I care
Exactly,
about this because
yes.
I'm bored.
Yeah.
I sort of tried to take a neutral perspective, like at the start, but I got really pissed after a while because
At this moment, we cannot take a neutral position, because a lot of shit getting flung towards us,
because basically the
We
press was
try to be on a good side, but yes, exactly, yes.
the press was just taking the anti-Gamergate
Let's do
side
two more.
so much that I felt like I almost had.
Yeah.
Even though I wasn't
Yeah.
I wasn't really sure if I wanted any part of this at the start, but I just felt like the entire press like treated us or like treated the Gamergate so much like shit. I wanted to like help the Gamergate boys get around because I got so mad at the other side for not.
Yeah,
Like,
I couldn't give a shit when
that
it
should
was
have
Five Guys
been-
burgers and fries.
Yeah.
What happened with the Zoe post and all that crap? That would've died out
I
on
didn't
its
really
own.
care about that either. The problem was when the press that's like press outlets that should have been neutral was taking such like a hard stance against the entire gamer culture almost.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They respond personally instead of professionally.
Yeah, exactly. Initially, it was
got
like
King
a
of Poland
popcorn stuff,
stream, it sounds like.
What do you say, Mephisto?
Oh my god, add him.
I hear the tackety tack. King of Pole must be in here.
Oh, sorry.
Oops.
I'll mute myself when I type.
Very funny, man. I just think what's really sad about this Gamergate thing is that ever since gaming has been born from the start, gamers have always been shunned by society.
Yeah. They all them articles was kind of like the final straw for a lot of people. You're seeing a lot of new Twitter accounts, a lot of new Facebook accounts
Yeah.
coming up because most gamers just wanted to play games, but that was their final
Yeah.
bloody straw.
Yeah, I remember
They
I got
wanted to one day.
I got weird looks just because I liked playing Mortal Kombat as a kid.
Yeah, but that was ultra violence, man. That was escapism back in the day, though, bro.
Yeah,
Bro,
it was.
You were
And
gonna
that was
shoot
a dark
cool,
time,
man. I'm surprised, dude.
That was a time when Jack Thompson was, hot button.
Can you imagine if, like, us just treated Anita like they treated Thompson? Can you imagine that?
Well, the thing is, you can't really scientifically prove that a game isn't misogynist, so it's not gonna go the same way, you know?
But
You can though.
No, you can't though. It's like my feelings, you know?
Oh,
I feel like this game is
Yeah,
misogynist, therefore take it down. You can't really write a peer edited paper on why that isn't true, you know?
Yeah, I guess so. You could
but
get
the,
like.
the burden of proof should be on them, though.
Yeah, but it's feelings.
I still stick
That's
to
all
my
it is.
word
It's
that
just I
once
feel
the
like this game
sexism
is
is over,
offensive.
we're going to talk about racism in gaming now.
Well, I mean, they did that. Remember with Resident Evil 5? There were a few
Oh, yeah, I
racism
remember
stuff.
that.
I know,
That
but I'm
never
just saying,
really-
they'll probably make a big deal out of that eventually after the stuff wears off, and then they find another topic to pick off. That's not me picking ideas. That's just what I predict will happen later, and that we should prepare for.
Right.
Thing is, like, she is kind of like inviting a third party, which either do not game or which either do not concern with gaming industry. She's
Right.
getting her reputation from those people,
You were
As
you're lagging out a bit, Defcon.
Never had this problem.
I'm sorry, we can't hear what you're saying at this moment,
Or-
Defcon. Your voice is lagging out.
Yeah.
What
I
has
wanted to
bothered
comment
me?
on
Okay, go ahead.
I wanted to comment on like the European gamers that joining the Volt. I was looking at
Right.
some of the Swedish articles that's people that translated, and apparently Sweden, I think that's what it is. Sweden that has the isn't Sweden where there's a government paid, government endorsed SJWs there.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that is Sweden. Last
Yeah.
time I was on here, somebody was talking about
Well,
that.
they have their own feminist party, right?
It's,
Yeah.
prob-
Yeah.
it's
Thing.
probably Sweden.
Like just imagine San Francisco, but as a country. That's Sweden.
That just
Ooh!
perfect. I must admit, but I was looking at the articles and they were essentially having the same thing going on where we have it here, where
Yeah.
like people that were anti-GamerGate had like a ton of votes on the comments, and they would have like maybe a few down votes here and there, but everyone that was pro-GamerGate, their up votes and down votes were almost equal.
Scott,
So,
you think you
Yeah,
could like move your mic a bit? It's getting really. It sounds like it's clipping.
is this
There.
good?
Yeah, much better.
Okay.
Yep, you're working good there.
But they were like the people that were pro Gamergate, they would have equal votes. They
Oh,
were,
it's-
like,
it's not- Now it's back again. Can you like try to move it so you're not speaking directly into the mic?
This mic is weird. I don't know what's going on. Is this good?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
Hopefully, it should be all right.
Hopefully, yeah.
But yeah, I'm not sure if Sweden's gonna be giving us any positive press. Like these other groups are, well, positive slash neutral, I should say. And if they did, they'd probably be bullied like the journalists here being bullied by the SJWs.
Yeah, that's the thing. Sweden is people are afraid of like talking about this kind of stuff because they're afraid of being labeled like racists or misogynists or whatnot.
Now, if I recall correctly, the feminists there actually endorsed killing. There was a video on it.
What?
Like
Yeah.
Swedish
I
feminists.
think I remember seeing that. Is it the one where it's like, I think it had to do with scum or something like that? It has something to do with killing men or something.
Like,
Yeah, it was-
Sweden.
it was-
Sweden is such a good country to live in. The Swedish feminists. I read about this. The Swedish feminists are so like bored and out of like shit to whine about. They go on public transportation and tell men how to sit on the like the bus or the tram or
Didn't
the
they want
train.
to outlaw, like, having your legs open on the bus?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's how fucking bored they are. That's how good of a country it is to live in Sweden.
I mean, they also tried to outlaw, like, peeing while standing up in the bathroom.
yeah, yeah,
What? Really?
yeah. I'm
Okay,
sure
now
they-
we need to
It
outlaw
never got
breathing
to
here.
Parliament, though.
I just
That's-
like to remind everyone that it's cheaper to pee standing up than sitting down. All right.
How do you figure? How do you figure?
How do you figure?
Uses less water than
Exactly.
flushing a toilet.
We also need to outlaw the word the. You can't use the in your sentences anymore.
Oh man, I'm going to try that. I'm going to try that.
Let's just outlaw gender-specific pronouns, and we can only use
Yeah,
non-specific ones. You know, like them and they.
Sweden has done that though.
Yeah.
They
didn't?
like in
I think they were talking about neutral bathrooms as well.
like there are some
no
like-
men and women's bathroom, just bathroom.
there are some kindergartens in Sweden where they don't go like he or she or boys.
Right.
It's just like you, like neutral. So they
That's
don't
second person. It's just so impersonal.
so that they just don't confuse the kids.
Yeah,
I feel-
when they
I
get
feel
older,
so
they can
sorry.
choose what gender they identify
Yeah,
as.
yeah,
I think
Fuck
that
me.
I personally think that's taking it a bit too far.
a bit.
No. What if they grow up to identify as female?
See,
Yeah.
Right?
that's
Hey,
kinda
you
fun.
bigot.
What was that?
I honestly don't give a shit.
Yeah. Do
Well,
any of
it's
you
you,
guys
and you're
remember
obviously
Ken
not
Levine
a
from
Swedish
Irrational
feminist,
Games?
right?
A what?
Do you guys remember Ken Levine from Irrational Games? He did the Bioshock and System Shock series, and he kind of said some things about Gamergate on his Facebook.
Oh, of course he did.
I haven't catch that. What was it about?
Well, he got asked a lot of questions, and that was a couple years ago. The first question was what he thought of pretentious indie games. And what he said was, the broader range of expression out there, the better. Out of that indie game, somebody's going to steal an idea out of that and turn it into something you love. The value of that thing is something you love one day would have originated with a guy writing poetry in his mom's basement. When I was indie, I loved mainstream games. When I was mainstreamed, I loved indies. More art, the better. That's the first part of what he said on his Facebook.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
Yeah, sure.
And they talked about threats, and basically what it says right here is, I know lots of folks who received threats over the years. The number one piece of advice I can give to anyone who receives a threat, famous, internet famous, or just plain false, is, and in caps lock, do not publicize it. Go to the police, gather all the evidence you can, but no, not tweet or blog about it. Why? Number one, if the jerk is a troll, then you've handed them a victory and are effectively encouraging them to do it again. He may even tell his pals about it and encourage them to do it likewise to get some of that sweet, sweet attention. Second is if he or she is a sociopath, you don't even know them to even know you read the threat. Anything they know about you is a bad thing. Again, the police. If anybody's interested, I can dig more into this. We worked with a security firm on this issue once. The good news is, most of the time it turned out to be an angry 14-year-old boy or girl looking for attention. In one case, it was a very sick, but I don't believe dangerous young man. It only takes one truly dedicated jerk, so better safe than sorry. But I feel comfortable saying that for the safety of the harassed. The thing should only become topics of conversation after any threat has been dismissed.
Right.
I can't believe I'm agreeing with Levine. Fucking hell.
Yeah, and this is basically
It's
his
like-
conclusion.
I'm totally agree
Which is
with
the
that
final
one.
part here is that. Okay, but hold on, this is almost done. Okay. Anyways, the world will not end if a game offends you. Play another game. The world will not end if gaming journalists refuse to sign a pledge. Find another journalist.
No, we need to kill all men. Journalists.
I don't really agree with that find another journalist thing. I've talked about this before that it's okay if it's one or two, but it seems to me that the whole gaming journalism and a lot of the mainstream media are pushing this cult-like behavior. And if you just ignore it, next thing you know, both your neighbors are going to belong to this cult, and they're going to be flinging Molotov cocktails through your window because you don't follow their ideology.
Right.
But this was-
Agendered.
This was a quote from Ken Levine.
Yes, it was. On his Facebook, publicly. Not private, mind you.
Huh.
Hmm.
I don't really. I haven't paid attention to like most of his appearance in media and stuff like that.
Can I just add, when was that posted? Was that during Gamergate or before it?
That was an hour ago. That was during Gamergate.
Alright, so it turns out AAA devs are watching it and are like getting sick of
they're
game
watching.
journalists as well.
Didn't King of Pole have someone from Blizzard on his stream?
I don't watch
I don't actually know, but I think we also got someone
I
from
think he
Microsoft.
has his own inside source, I think.
Well,
Wants to
there,
remain anonymous.
I think, yeah, there was a guy from Blizzard. He said he was from Blizzard, and he said that everyone should call him Bob. Apart from that, he didn't want to disclose anything.
Oh, Bob, yeah.
Well, I can't really blame the man.
The few Microsoft employees that have come out with their time-stamped Xbox ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that. But if I'm going to take a wild guess, I'm going to guess his name isn't actually Bob.
Whoa! What kind of alias would actually be a real name?
Oh, the intellect coming from Sharon over there.
Maybe he's
Just
tricking.
like Zelda being called Sheik. Oops, spoilers.
It's a misdirection. Yeah.
No, maybe his name is Bob, but he just expects us to think that. So
I know people that play the Ocarina of Time and still doesn't realize that Shake is Zelda.
Yep.
That's the ultimate case of misdirection.
I don't even know how to respond to that.
You kind of can't. I did find this in the comments when Ken Levine was talking about the issues, and one of them said, "I really hate the rise of social media in the last 6 to 7 years. It's basically moved online hardcore gamer bitching about everything to the masses. Being enraged about something is a full-time daily job for a lot of people. Fucking internet, smiley face. Also, if some piece of media offends you in any media form, I don't give a shit. Reminds me of people whining about Elvis's pelvis, rock and roll and Dungeons and Dragons in the 80s, and video game violence in the 90s. Shut the fuck up, people. Happy face."
Was this Ken Levine?
Nope, that was somebody he left a comment on.
it was Dante. Shut the fuck up. No, it's true though. If it offends you, like, so what?
Get offended.
All right, it offends you. Now what? now what? What's the next
Now
step?
we
in your
kill all
master
men.
plan?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
offended. Trigger.
The problem I see with the word offended is that people think that being offended gives them some sort of right.
Yeah.
You can't. No, you don't understand, man. You can't make a joke if it's offensive.
Oh my god, you using the word offended me.
The feels.
It's kind of like triggered is my trigger.
Okay, just using the word trigger offended me as well, man.
Like
There's kids around
I
here.
saw serious like social justice discussion about how if that the word triggered might offend someone who has had like a history with, for example, gun violence or something. It was a serious discussion of if there needed some other like trigger warning for people that might be triggered from the word trigger.
Oh, you mean like the trigger from a gun or something?
No, yeah, basically that people who have been involved in gun violence might find the word trigger warning triggering. And as far as I can understand, it was a serious discussion.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. No. If you're talking about trigger warnings, it's not serious. Stop that. No.
I think it was.
You triggered my repressed memories, bro.
Fuck.
Well, if we want trigger warnings back on video games, then we may as well not even have the box art for the hero and the villain anymore. We're just gonna have the words, I don't know, let's just say Far Cry 5, and the only thing you're gonna say is trigger warning. There may be scenes where a Yeti rapes a man.
Well, there are
How we're gonna
trigger
do it
warnings.
is it's gonna be a blank image, right? And then you're gonna put the genre and then an identification number, and then you have to go online and check what it is.
Isn't basically that what like the ESRB and the
Yeah, that's
Yeah, the
PGI
ESRB is
doing?
doing the job, but apparently they don't like that.
They have like, I know that the like, what is it, PGEI or whatever the European one
Peggy
is.
in Europe.
yeah, Peggy.
Yeah, I think it's Peggy.
You're
That's a
basically
funny name.
they have like if they're drugs, there's like this syringe symbol. If there's sex, there's this like sex symbol. If there's, I don't know, they have like the symbols for everything, which basically is trigger warnings.
Yeah, they're just trigger warnings.
Yeah, meanwhile with the ESRB, it's kind of vague.
But I thought they had like this large label with like, for example, like an M on the left-hand side, and then next to that they have, for example, like sexual content or violence or stuff like that next to it.
Yeah, I'm fine with that though.
Yeah,
Like over here they have like on the front of the box they have like the 13, 16, 18, whatever. And then on the back of the box they have content warnings like drugs, sexual content, violence, and stuff like that.
Yeah, the only way you can get a full description of the ESRB is if you go on their website. Then they can talk about what kind of sexual content the game has, and it even tells you what scene it happens on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna mute your mic, dude.
It's a secret.
We all know who it is.
Who is it?
Illuminati. Illuminati.
Illuminati confirmed.
I am trying to summon King of Paul. Shh.
We'll summon him.
Please
They
no.
say if you
Yeah.
say his name 3 times, he'll respond.
No, you have to type loudly on your keyboard 10 times. What the hell?
Tackety tack into the stream, and he'll come.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yogscast.
And
Well, you got somebody. Hello.
someone joined. Hi.
Greetings.
Would you like to give us a short introduction of yourself? Who you are and what made you interested in the whole Gamergate thing?
Hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Oh, you're a little low.
Yeah, you're a bit quiet.
I'm a bit
Crank them
quiet.
up, Toronto.
I am. Hold on.
Turn it up all the way to 11.
Try speaking now.
Final. Alright.
You're still a bit loud. Could you like move your mic a bit closer to your mouth?
No, I'm sorry. I'm using a studio microphone at the
There you
moment.
go. That sounds good.
There, it's perfect now.
Sounds pretty good.
Hey, thanks for letting me join this thing, man. I appreciate it.
Sure. Would you like to give us a short introduction, who you are and what made you interested in the whole Gamergate thing?
Alright, well, my name is Banjo Teeth, otherwise known as Chris. My name's Chris. I got into this Gamergate thing. Well, I was into it a while ago. You know, I started seeing, you know, kind of sparks of collusion within the gaming industry. But I kind of sat on the fence until, you know, what was the term you used before? What was the analogy? The drop of water that spilt the rest of the cup or something like that.
Yeah.
The straw that broke the camel's back?
Yeah, that's perfect. That works. Yeah, I saw the Zoe Quinn and the Five Guys thing, and I just, wow, I blew my fucking mind, man. Couldn't believe it. So I just-
Right.
So, have you been following from the beginning?
Yeah, very vaguely, like here and there.
Right. So it's basically the same as me then, I guess. I've been following it for a while, but I didn't like really get interested until I saw that the press was literally just shitting on people who actually brought forth an actual issue.
Yeah, all them articles in those 2 days that got me, and
Right. The
that's
entire.
when I joined Twitter and started this group up. And
Yeah, the gamers are dead thing really like pissed a lot of people off. Because they tried to just collectively disregard the entire movement and try to discredit it instead of actually listening to what they were talking about. And they were just abusing their power to silence people who was giving them critique. And that's not a way to do journalism.
It's very easy to do that when you completely control the narrative.
Exactly. And it's like the problem they have now is that we are actually getting a voice. That was the problem at the start, that they had literally all the voices, everyone, like any loud voice was speaking for them, and that's what made me join, because I wasn't entirely sure who was right at the point, but everyone deserved to have their right, everyone deserved to have their voice heard, so that we actually can start a legitimate discussion about the whole thing. But they were just basically only speaking their side of the story, and I think that's why everyone like jumped on Milo when he joined in. A lot of people might be like disagree with Milo's like, for example, political views, but the point is he was listening and he was willing to bring our voice forth.
Yeah, they also disagreed with him on past issues as well.
Right. I mean, there were a lot of people. I personally don't necessarily agree with everything Milo stands for, but he was listening to our voice. That's why everyone was like jumping on Milo when he joined in. He was the only voice, the only loud voice who was actually speaking for the gamers at that point.
And then we got Christina Sommers.
Yeah, of course, but the point is, at the time, it's not like everyone who agrees with Gamergate agrees with Milo, even though
Unless
they seem
he's
to.
the only journalist that supporting us. He's the only journalist.
Is he
Rest are all shitting on us. Yeah.
is he still the only journalist that supports us?
Yeah.
No, there are more. There are more. But he's
There
the-
are more. I'm pretty sure.
He's just the biggest
I mean,
one
like,
because he was the first
Yeah,
one.
he's the biggest one. He's from the mainstream media. We have bunch of
I
small,
wouldn't call it
medium, and stuff like
Yeah, I
that.
wouldn't really call Breitbart mainstream yet.
Yeah, a lot of people seem to condemn it because it's.
Scott, you're really low.
It's my.
You're doing all right now.
Yeah,
Okay. I wouldn't exactly call it mainstream because it seems like a lot of people will just ignore it because it's far right. But the
right.
attention that it's getting now, I'm thinking that probably going to change a lot of people's views about it, especially
Yeah.
since he's actually doing honest journalism instead of what these glorified
Exactly.
bloggers
I'm
like
sorry.
do.
That is what I wanted to say. Yeah. He's a biased one. Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely has a bias, but he brought it into the searchlight, and
Yes.
Yep.
I'm not sure that we would have gotten this far without Milo.
Oh, I think we would still be here.
Yeah,
We
probably,
just
but
probably wouldn't get a loud enough
He did
voice,
that
though.
investigation and stuff. That's what really got us far, especially with Game Journal's pros.
Yeah.
That, like our trump card right there. That was one of the most important achievements that had
yeah,
occurred.
he was actually doing journalism. He was actually looking up stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't just looking up links on Google or anything. He was
Yeah,
actually getting clues and stuff about it.
I think even if we didn't have Mal, I think this movie would still be going as long as the journalists and all the other people they
Right.
keep making those gamers are dead articles.
The
and
movement would
just pretty
probably
much,
still
you
be
know,
here, but
condemning them.
I don't think we would have been. I don't think we would have as huge a range of influence as we currently have.
Yeah, exactly. I also don't think that if it wasn't the Milo, the mainstream media should have touched us, should have touched this issue. I also think like that. Sometimes. And also special thanks to Brian Abu to go in public
I never
and
got
the
the Brianna Wu thing. How did she even get involved?
She's another Sarkeesian.
all about.
She just came out of the woodwork, and all of a sudden, hey, look who it is!
Oh, she's been in behind the scenes for a while. On my forum, Brad Wardell posted an article and talked about an article she did called something about the harassment of women in the tech gaming industry. And
Not this shit, man.
this
I
was
I
way
am a
before-
projector. I'm working.
This was
with,
way
like,
before
10 girls.
Gamergate. And she does talks just like Ernita Sarkeesian on the listen and believe stuff. That no matter what, you're supposed to believe the girl and then fire the guy who offended her or whatever and get more women in no matter what their qualifications are. You just got to have a... And this is from a woman who has all women working at her company.
Dude,
if-
industry
and-
doesn't work like that. No, she's so wrong. Industry doesn't work like that. All the company cares and the product. That's all. It doesn't matter whether it's developed by a Chinese or developed by a black guy or Indian. They only care about the product, which is going to get, which they want to get, get delivered. The rest of the things doesn't matter. I mean,
You're
like
kind
for
of
example, in my
breaking
company is a bit small.
The free
You're
market.
kind of breaking
will
up.
Sorry?
It's hard to understand you.
The free market will fix it.
Oh shit.
The free market will fix feminism. The free market will fix Gamergate.
We will
Still
truly
free
be.
market.
Yeah.
Unless
The
it's
free
poison.
market conquers all.
But is that really true? If the game journalism has the effect to basically kill an indie developer,
I think
Yes.
it does.
to blacklist them and
Yes.
have their ideas not heard and just sort of put on pedestals the ideas that they want to put forth?
I can
Are
buy
his
this,
ideas worth selling? If not, if he can't sell his ideas, the free market has thusly decided that they are not worth selling.
But
They'd
there's
rather have more Fez games than a Super Meat Boy.
Right. The free market will fix everything. The free market has never done anything wrong. There's no collusion. The free market wouldn't allow collusion. It wouldn't allow lobbying. It wouldn't allow all this stuff. No, no. The free market is fine, dude.
think
It's
that
all fine.
It's even in the title. Free.
Right? Free. Literally free market.
Oh boy, here we go. I think we
that-
are far onto the rails of shitposting now. I think.
What are you talking about, man? You don't believe in the free market?
I mean, the description already says that this is shitposting now with voices, though. So hey.
Hey.
No,
more
man,
special
but,
kinds
but,
of posters.
you know, but to be honest with you, I still miss those old days where we used to get, a disc, from a publishers where we used to have a demos and then we used to play games and then we used to have a judge a game and then we used to buy a game. I miss those old. That culture need to come back.
What did you say?
What?
Can you please repeat that last? Your last
I
statement.
said that I miss those. That culture come back. That our industry need to release a demo version so that we can play and we can judge by ourselves and then we can do the stuff.
I don't know about demos. The problem with demos is that, I mean, it's nice to try a game out before you buy it, but it's just that, what if the demo is really shit, but then the game that the demo's for is really good, like take Spec Ops The Line? It really hurt because it had a really crappy demo.
I rarely find that to be the issue. What I usually experienced with demos is that demo were like the demo was the one exciting mission in the game, and then you got the game and everything was shit apart from that single mission that was in the demo.
Exactly. For example, in software industry, demos are not there yet. If you know what I'm trying to say. 15 days trial, you try our pack, if you like it, then you buy. 15-day trial is still up. 30-day trial is still up.
But like they are still doing the trial thing, except they're only giving trials to the journalists. Wasn't that like the Colonial Marines thing?
Yeah.
They had this trial.
That is not good.
But the thing they can do is they can do the trial and they can do that like this trial is not representative of the real game. And then they basically can make a trial that isn't as the game was.
Yeah, just put it publicly. Just put it on your site so that we can download and we can try by ourselves.
Someone in the chat is claiming that King of Paul had someone from EA Bioware.
Oh yeah, that guy. No, I don't believe it. I don't believe a word that guy said. No way that guy is from EA.
I want to give EA the benefit of the doubt, but I still can't believe anything they say, man.
That guy was defending like the ending of like Mass Effect 3 and shit, and he was sort of blaming
Well, then I take
the
that back.
journalists and shit. Like as soon as he said that, I was like, no way. No, I mean, that guy might have worked for EA, but there's no way he like knows about GamerGate, cares about GamerGate, or supports it. No way. If you're going to start defending Mass Effect 3, you're out. I'm not listening to a word you say anymore.
But to be fair, isn't that like wasn't a lot of people in BioWare defending the ending of Mass Effect 3?
I'm pretty sure they were.
But yeah, it's their game.
Come on, man. Do you really expect BioWare to tell their fans and all people that are excited for Mass Effect 3 to just be like, yeah, the ending is shit, don't buy it?
It was that guy was I mean the EA guy was saying like they were going to put in the ending later, like the actual ending, but then they couldn't because of time constraints, and he was trying to justify that. And I can't
Is that
even.
the old CEO of EA, or is that like the current one? Like, I think the previous one was like
No,
John.
it was that. It was the anonymous dev guy from the King
Oh,
of Paul stream who
I
said
see.
that. I don't know how he was trying to defend it, but I heard he was defending it, and then I looked it up, and he actually said the actual ending was going to come later, but they couldn't put it in because of time constraints, and then they just dropped it.
So it
You
was
could see that.
And he was trying to spin it that the game journalists were being very negative about that, which is why EA is supposedly not on the journalist sides for Gamergate. That's what he said, not me. So he said the journalists were talking shit about the ending of Mass Effect 3. Your move.
Yeah.
I've read reviews, and it was basically like, I read reviews that were like a fitting end to a great series or something like that.
No. You know what? You know what came out of the Mass Effect 3 ending controversy bullshit?
But
All you gamers are fucking entitled. Remember that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Remember
The
that?
word entitled, man.
And
Everybody's
who
using that everywhere
and
now.
who started the gamers are entitled thing? The game journalism. So how the fuck can you tell me like, oh, the game journalists were talking shit about the ending of Mass Effect 3? No, they were talking shit about everyone who was pissed off about the ending, that they were entitled.
that's
I-
like, it's really
That's-
stupid.
That should have been the red flag to everyone in that King of Paul stream, that guy was full of shit and that he was just like spinning everything he could spin. But no,
Wait, but was it a guy from actually from Bioware, or was it just some troll who was pretending to be from Bioware?
That's what he said, and everyone buys it. But I don't buy it. I mean, everything he said was full of shit. Yeah, everyone believes it. Everyone, oh yeah, EA is supporting Gamergate. Oh yeah, we got the big companies now. Woo! Like, no, you fucking morons. He's full of shit.
Oh boy, I'm mad
That's
jelly.
usually why I don't watch those.
Sorry guys,
Mad,
but Lex
mad,
Luthor is on our
platinum man.
side.
So mad, dude.
Actually, I think maybe the AAA developers with on our side, but they still have to maintain that relationship with the media so that they can push their game, so that those assholes let us know that okay, this is coming. That's why the developers don't want to comment on this stuff.
But that's what I don't understand. Like how like why? You have EA, you have E3. There are plenty of game journalism sites who aren't like aren't going to.
Yeah, basically.
No, but the thing is like we are targeting big boys right now. Those
Huh?
are the big players. We are targeting the big players in the journalism, and I think that AAA developers, they don't want to mess with these people because these people kind of like publishing, giving advertisement for their games.
Yeah, but if the AAA developer suddenly decides like, all right, you're not getting any preview copies of the games anymore. You're not getting a VIP to E3 to our E3 booth, like like everything the company organizes, and they just go, all right, you're not invited anymore. Fuck you. Like, clean up your website. Like, get back on games
No, dude,
journalism.
they will gonna shitpost. They will gonna shitpost. Did you read the recent article on Kotaku about Intel and other people that pull up
Yeah.
their ads?
What about them?
Yeah, what about it?
The same
What's-
thing will gonna happen to AAA developers, that these people are not good, these people are faggot, these
Yeah,
people are
we're
bigot and
talking.
stuff like that.
Yeah, but we're talking about a AAA studio, and there are
Well-
plenty of games journalism like publications, and like with the rise of social media, like I don't like social media, but there are like a lot more people who do like it. They have a Twitter account, they have a Facebook account. I don't know
They've
what's
got a pretty
like,
big voice.
Well,
They
isn't,
speak
isn't
probably
like
the right
image
hand
boards
or the
in
wrong hand.
essence a social media?
yeah,
I
true.
think the reach,
Yeah,
for the reach for those secondary sites is not that big. These are the primary sites with
No,
which
dude,
got
Facebook.
a lot of people.
Then you reach a lot more people on Facebook than you'll reach with Kotaku if you want to promote your game. The only people who need game journalism to push their game are indie devs who don't have a marketing
Yeah.
department. Everyone else
Yeah,
doesn't
exactly.
need it.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why
Yeah.
AAAs are so scared to just tell games. All right, you seriously stop shitting on our audience right now?
Yeah, I was.
Exactly. Yes.
We have two Scott Williams here now. Scott, can you speak?
That's got a spy.
Can you speak up so I can kick the one that isn't you, or the one that's dead? Oh, it dropped out. Never mind then.
Huh?
The spy's gone.
Never mind.
Christopher, did you have something to say? He was trying to get in there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wait, who? What? Who?
Chris?
Yeah, no. In terms of the sort of fuck, I'm at a loss for words.
We can get back to you.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Something I have noticed is that I think the platforms is at the moment when like everything is bought like from web stores. Uh, I think the platforms selling games have so much more potential for advertisement than, for example, Kotaku.
Exactly.
I think like Kotaku is it's basically a pile of shit that is they're only like the only thing they do on their website is basically
They talk out of their ass.
clickbait. They take like other articles and they add like a healthy amount of like rumors and
Actually, to be honest with you, before this GamerGate stuff, I never heard of Kotaku. I used to go to either IGN, which is I know the shittiest site, but a nice site, still not a nice site, and PC Gamer, and
I never visited Kotaku
Total
ever.
Biscuit, Total Biscuit, and Boogie. Those
right.
are my sources for games. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
I usually used to take a look at like if I wanted new games, I usually take a look at like Total Biscuit stuff or something.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But then again, I think, for example, if you get, for example, the front page on Steam, if your game is a PC game, I think that means a lot more than having an article on Kotaku.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can already see that happening for The Witcher 3.
Like
Yeah,
fuck,
I
even
mean-
Softpedia can do better job than Kotaku.
The Witcher 3
really.
The Witcher 3 is going to get so much shit from the likes of Kotaku and stuff.
Well, it
Why?
already got shit.
Well, yeah, I
think
mean, it already got.
that it was a rape
Oh.
machine or something like that.
Yeah. Well, it's only
Well-
going to get worse.
Kotaku can't be that irrelevant. They were getting millions of hits daily. There can't be
Yeah,
that many
or-
developers.
I don't know. I mean, the problem is that people were like linking to them. You know, when you're in what's it called, like the detail view on Steam, when you like see your games and the friends who play the games, and you see recent news. Kotaku was listed in Steam's recent news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
remember
kind
that.
of they have been so like their articles have been so bad. I kind of want to see them gone from there, to be honest.
Mm.
Yeah, I remember that people were trying to. Wasn't there an email crusade against having their articles shown on Steam before?
I don't know. Maybe there was because I don't know. If you see here, I can't find them if I'm just clicking on some random of my games. Maybe
I thought there was
they'll come
some
up.
rule on Steam that said that you can't link to anything else other than the Steam page store.
But it's like it's built in Steam. They have like recent news on every game in your library, and it's like endorsed by Steam. Steam puts it up there. Yeah,
Oh, I
Kotaku
see.
is still here. If I look at my Doom 3 BFG edition, at the recent news, there is a product release posted by Steam, a product release posted by Steam, and an article posted by Kotaku. And if you click that, you go to Kotaku's page. So Steam is, like Valve is generating traffic to Kotaku with basically your library in Steam.
Mm.
Like I actually became a fan of the Steam grid view. I think it looks really good, and also I don't care about which of my friends are playing whatever games usually, and I don't really care about news about said games either.
Yeah. It's kind of funny you mentioned Valve, though. I think there was some indie guy, whoever made the Paranocturnal Activity. I don't remember the title of it, but he threatened to kill Gabe Newell, and that worked out for him.
You
yeah.
cannot kill a god. You cannot kill a god, man. Come on.
You
You
cannot
will pay
kill
for
what you
your
cannot
sins,
see.
my dear Lord Gaben.
The thing is, was like it bothered me a lot because it was some of the dumbest, like it's the dumbest thing you can ever do. But still, the game looked kind of fun, to be honest.
It's a shame.
Yeah, but then when you have a whack job like him, then I don't feel like playing that game anymore.
His game is ruined for the rest of his life.
I don't really know. I think if a game looks good, you can. I still enjoy Fez, even though Phil Fish has come with quite a bit of unfortunate
Nut
statements.
job.
But guys, this was going to be a thing.
But like, I still think Fez was a pretty good and well done game. It could be like a bit repetitive at times, since there were basically, well, from what I've seen, is almost just platforming. But it has some really cool gimmicks, I think, and some cool
Yeah, I
references
guess.
as well.
Oh, hey there.
Yeah, we got a gelatinous cube back.
Oh,
Shit.
welcome back. Would you like to give a short introduction to people who haven't seen you on stream before?
Like what sorts of details?
Basically, who you are and how you got into the GamerGate thing, and your point of view.
Okay. I'm just kind of your average run-of-the-mill gamer, I guess. I got into it. I was following Internet Aristocrats and Mundane Matt's coverage of it, not really getting too involved, just kind of as a curiosity. Until the day they covered the all gamers are dead thing.
Right.
And that's when I was like, you know what? Fuck those sons of bitches. I'm getting in this.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna drop out. I got some stuff to do. And,
I'll
I
see
just
you
want to
later.
give a shout out to everybody
See you
that just
later,
joined our Steam group. We got over 1,500 people now, and it's growing pretty quick.
Neat.
Yay.
And for those who haven't joined, join up, and we keep everybody pretty up to date on what's going on. A lot of people from the old 4chan, 8chan, the Reddit, Kotaku in Action, they're all belong to the group, and they keep the group pretty well informed with pop-ups, and we do the community streams. And if anybody wants to be a manager to host a stream like Sharana was doing, just get a hold of me.
We got free candy in the van.
And we need more people from like European time zones, because generally the chat is much more active when the Americans are awake than when the Europeans are awake. So
Yeah.
Well, I don't agree with time zones.
I wouldn't mind time
Battle
chats,
times,
like
man.
streams from different time zones on different topics, or
Well,
even just somebody just posting a public service announcement for a 5-minute video. Just come on and make a video and do it under the GamerGate, and we'll consolidate subscribers all to one channel and one group, and
Well,
we
to be
can turn
fair-
this thing pretty big.
to be fair, it's 2:30 in the afternoon, so I mean,
It's
usually
5
I'm at
a.m. for me, but I'm gonna try to stay awake
but I
as much
mean-
as I can.
like Central European time is like it's 2:30 in the afternoon. So usually I'm at work too, but I got
Yeah.
the afternoon off. But that's why I think that's why most people are.
Okay,
I
guys,
can run the stream
have a
at
good
this
day. I'm
time
out of here.
because
Alright,
it's
see you
like
later.
30
Later.
seconds.
see ya.
Later, buddy.
I'll
See
be
ya.
back.
Also, one other thing to mention, I'm the guy who is tracking the hashtag analytics, so if anyone wants to take a look at
Alright.
those,
Okay.
Right. I'm considering maybe moving the stream, because most of like Central Europe is like at work or school at this time, so probably moving it to be a bit later. I'm getting like this constant noise from someone's mic.
Mine's muted at the moment, except you're hearing me talk, so that's kind of a
I mean, I was
contradiction.
taking a sip of my drink here. Sorry,
it's,
dude.
It's probably my mic.
I don't know, it's gone now.
Yeah, it was me. I was taking
Yeah,
a
I'm
drink,
gonna have
dude.
to.
Okay.
I'm gonna-
NeoGaf has said some very nice words today.
Oh boy, NeoGaf.
I'm getting too emotionally drained by this, and I still can't believe it's still going on. These fucking people.
trade more.
NeoGaf.
Yeah, on that note, I gotta drop out. My computer is being wicked buggy. I gotta drop out.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
Have a good
Alright.
one. Do you have something you want to plug, like a Twitter or a YouTube account or something, before you drop out? No?
I'd like to.
Not
Oh,
really.
okay.
My computer's just bugging right out.
Right. Okay, I guess you'll see you around then.
Don't let the
Have a nice
fiction police get you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm gonna plug forum. I'm gonna plug my Twitter at Tay Swifts. Make sure to follow me and promote Operation Kensama.
Right. But anyone here, like, do you think it would be better to do this stream a bit later?
Well, what time would be later? Because in my time zone, it's currently 5:30 a.m.
Okay.
Over here, 7:25.
Right.
My time zone is 9:25 p.m.
Okay. Maybe we should just keep it at this time then, I'm not sure. I think like
That doesn't matter. I don't really get much sleep, man. I'm a zombie.
I think more people from Central Europe might be able to join in if we do it a bit later because it's like midday, or it's like here it's 2:30 p.m.
Fine by me.
So people, a lot of people in Central Europe is probably like at work or school or stuff at this time.
Unless you get days off like me.
Let's see.
Yep.
I think we have covered most of the stuff going on. Does anyone have any topic they want to bring up?
I'm still looking at the catalog on what's going on in the 8chan. I haven't found anything yet.
Right. I think I like having a bit of a talk about stuff that isn't directly related to the entire GamerGate deal together.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I just found a picture on Twitter where someone posted a picture of.
Who?
Hold on, I'm going to link the URL in the group chat. It's a screenshot of DeviantArt.
This only hell can come out of there if it's DeviantArt.
The fuck?
Wait, merciful Christ! What the fuck am I looking at?
I'm going to put it.
Oh, fucking hell.
I'm putting it in the Steam chat as well, so everyone.
My eyes! I need some eye bleach, man. Pass some bleach.
Hey guys, I'm 29, and what the fuck is this?
I can't use my second monitor anymore now. It's tainted. Fuck. Fuck.
Good job, man. Good job.
Thanks a lot, man. I'd rather stick to GamerGate. Fuck you, man.
Someone just posted that on Twitter, and I just lost it. No, but I like to have some conversation about stuff.
Alright, everyone, calm down. It's just an image on the internet. You've seen worse.
Oh, believe
We've
me,
all
I've
seen worse.
I've seen Nicolas Cage photos, man.
Please stop.
Hey!
I've seen things you
Seen a
wouldn't
picture of a
believe.
kid doing a kissy face with a superimposed Fluttershy.
I've seen indie developers with leather jackets on MSNBC. Like I've seen some shit. I've seen
I
some
think you're
shit.
using the word indie developer fairly loosely here.
All right, choose your own
You call
adventure
Chris
novel
Hansen on this
creators.
shit, man. Put it on Dateline NBC.
Okay, what I wanted to say is I like to
Anyway.
get some discussion going about just video games in general and what people have been playing and if they have anything they want to recommend, so we can have like a bit. I mean, we were all gamers after all.
Oh yeah,
It's
of course.
to lighten the mood a bit, so not everyone is. You should all take some break to play some games.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I kind of want to touch on the fact that like, why does manic panic hair always correlate to extreme like bitching?
I remember there have been some people on Twitter who are trying to draw lines between the color of your hair and your SJW rank.
If you check my Twitter description, you'll see that my one and only trigger is cyan.
Yeah, I saw that.
So I swear to God, every time I see that woman in my mentions, I freak out. Like, prove it, explain it.
Go
explain
Super
it.
Saiyan.
Oh,
Oh,
I-
wait, different pronunciation.
I hate that.
that
woman.
that Jenny,
Fucking
Jenny
hell.
or whatever.
Pixie Genie or whatever.
Yeah, fuck. That woman.
Yeah,
I
but
think what would be
anyways,
really funny is if Nintendo or Sony were for Gamergate, but I just think Nintendo's probably laughing their asses off.
Nintendo has basically just dropped out of the entire, or it seems like they just dropped out of the entire gaming.
Well,
person.
yeah, they're not at the circus that's called E3, and they just have their own directs.
Yeah, they do their own journalism, and they generally do it better.
Yeah, see, like that-
Ironically enough, they do their own journalism, and they're still less biased than some of the game journal sites.
That's what that's what I meant with the like AAA developers don't need Nintendo Directs. Like they
Typerex, this isn't the first time this has happened, but I think you're like leaning on some button or something because you are turning your mute on and off really rapidly.
Oh really?
Yep.
Sometimes mid-word, too.
Boy, I sure do love video games.
Yeah. In fact, one of the current video games I've been playing that kind of reminded me a bit of GamerGate is Bully Scholarship Edition, and it's made by Rockstar, who, for those who don't remember, even though you kind of should, they made GTA and the Manhunt games.
Wait, did you just give like a general description of Rockstar Games for people?
Yes, because
in case they didn't know.
Under
Well,
a
you never
goddamn
know. There might be some filthy casuals watching.
Always take care of the
Rockstar's
casuals,
pretty
guys.
casual, man. I don't know.
There's only one way to make them not be casuals anymore.
Right.
Get
We
Jack
have to
Thompson back
infect
here.
them with knowledge, our gaming knowledge.
Right. Steer them away from the fields of justice in League of Legends.
Right. We need
With
to
their powers
inject them
combined,
with Bully
that's
and
Captain Planet.
and Grand Theft Auto and Manhunt.
Okay, we got it.
You got it. No, you don't.
Yeah.
You don't got it, but you do got it.
Another
Right.
game that I've been kind of playing to kind of get my break off of GamerGate is Unreal Tournament 2004, and
Oh,
man,
that's a great game. That's a great
yeah,
game.
it really is. In fact, it's been 10 years since it's out, and man, I have not gotten bored of it. Maybe it's because this is probably one of the few games that actually has a kick-ass AI.
Yeah, it's like I have done the same actually. I've been playing some UT04 when I get sick of Twitter. Another game I have been playing is a game called Betrayer. It's an indie game developed by a studio called Black Powder Games. It's one of those games. It's what it has like a gameplay that basically it doesn't like explain everything to you. It's fairly open world. You have like it's mostly open world, and you have the objectives aren't like. You don't have this objective screen saying go here, go here. You get like some artifacts early in the game that lets you like gives off faint. You can click I think it's the X button, and then it gives off like whispers of the dead, I guess, and you can follow those whispers to stuff off.
Go from point A to point B to point C to point D.
So basically, you can. By listening to like those whispers, you can move. You can find like spirits to talk to that will give you like sort of side quests, I guess. There was like I found this grave, and there was this ghost there who said it lost its skull, and then when you find the skull and bring it back, he will give you like this item. It has like an item system. You can buy new weapons and stuff. It's sort of a first-person shooter, but it's like
that sounds like shit out of Indiana Jones.
It's in the year 1604. It's like the settlers at America. You're at like this British settlement, and you are fighting like Spaniard demons, I guess. One thing the game doesn't have, well, not at the start at least, is colors. It's in black and white, and the only color you can see at the start is red. Judging from the screenshots on the Steam page, I think when you get further into the game gets more and more colorful. But at the start of the game,
pretty creative.
So the game looks really good. And it doesn't hold your hand through the game. If you feel like the game isn't insulting your intelligence, it wants you to like figure out stuff for yourself. It plays pretty well. I haven't had like any issues with it. I think it's an Unreal Engine 3 game, either Unreal Engine 3 or 4. I think it's 3. And the game, it looks good. It looks really good for being an Unreal Engine game. It has like really creative elements. You have like your weapons you have bows, crossbows. You have like muskets, which is like one shot, and then it takes a while to reload for the next shot. So you have to really think about how you approach enemies, because you can't just run and gun.
I see.
And I think the gameplay is really creative. It's not like you can't say it's a rip-off of another game. It's like that game,
hey, you're back.
Because it's a game of its own, and I think it's really good. And also, there are spooky, scary skeletons in the game. If you're into that kind of stuff. Anyone else have any good games they've been playing that they want to?
They want to plug? You want to plug your games, bro?
You want to plug your games? Yeah, you're all indie developers, right? You want to plug your shit? No. It's basically I wanted to let people know about the game because I really enjoyed it, and I haven't seen it mentioned anywhere in the gaming press.
I don't think I can hear you, Christopher.
I'm not sure.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I can't hear him. Right now I can.
only thing I've been playing recently is Okami HD Edition on PS3.
The what?
Okami HD Edition that was
Oh.
released on the PS3.
Oh,
Okay.
hell yeah, man. Okami's where it's at.
But just a slight plug, I guess, if you don't mind. If anyone wants to add me as a friend on Steam and co-op something every now and then, do it. Let me know.
Chris, are you trying to say something?
I think your mic is kind of distorted there. I'm not hearing a word you're saying.
Hearing a lot of background noise, that's for sure.
Yo, you guys 1v1 in combat arms.
Combat Arms.
Knives only. Junk flea.
Yeah,
Do people still play Combat Arms?
Yeah, there's like 10.
yeah.
I remember
Still
like
just still up.
everyone was like, "Oh, it's so cool! They have like this own, what do you even call it? Like splash screen when you shoot someone in the nuts. It's great."
Right, the nut shot. Hey.
And that was literally like the only thing I remember Combat Arms having going for it.
That's what Goldstorm did too. Game.
Yeah. Also,
No female model equivalent. It was great. It was not overpowered or anything.
yeah. That's another thing. Wasn't everyone playing females because they were literally harder to shoot because they were smaller?
Yeah, they had smaller hitboxes and they didn't have the nut shot problem.
So what? It's like playing Odd Job and Goldeneye.
Basically.
So basically, the game was infiltrated by the
Well, I mean, it
matriarchy.
wasn't always like that. You couldn't play as a female, and then they added the female model later.
Because they got infiltrated by the matriarchy, who want to suppress men.
No, I think they just wanted to add the female
I still
model.
can't understand what you're saying, Christopher.
Technology to have in this place is everything.
Okay, now I can hear you.
All garbage.
Wait, Chris, we can sort of hear your voice, but it's really low and sort of distorted. Try to speak up. Now there's nothing.
He's dead, man.
He's dead, Jim.
Rip and
Yeah,
pepperoni.
rip.
Also, I would love to play with someone if someone wants to play like co-op on some game or whatever. My name is
Well,
Chrono on Steam. And
I usually
everything
host
else.
Mario Party online games on Dolphin. Shit's pretty intense.
Mario Party is like the killer of friendships, though.
Yeah, I tried playing Mario Party 5 with someone last night, and I pretty much got him to hate my guts because I stole his star.
Somebody please be my GF. That feel?
Well, I guess I'll just say that one of the old games I've been playing is a game called R-Type Leo, if anyone knows what that is. Old
I know
arcade.
R-Type, but
Okay, we have an editorial by Brianna Wu on the, I think it's the Washington Post
boy.
right now.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
fuck.
Let's see.
You can't go one day without woo.
Thank Woo.
Hey, maybe this is that black eye she's been promising.
Okay, let me start just by
Black
reading.
Eyed Peas?
Let me just read the title.
Okay, please.
Rape and death threats are terrorizing female gamers. Why haven't men in tech spoken out? They've taken down women I care about one by one. Now the vicious mob of
Oh,
the GamerGaters
no!
movement is coming after me. They've threatened to rape me. They've threatened to make me choke to death on my husband's severed genitalias, and they've threatened to murder any children I might have.
So we're basically fucking Godzilla in their eyes.
So yeah, Brianna Wu is.
Did she just say like we took them out?
Yeah, I think so. Let's see. We have lost too many women to this
What?
lunatic mob. A good woman in the industry. Was lucky to have such as Jen Frank, Matthew Bryce, and my friend Samantha Allen, one of the most insightful critics in games media.
Wait, Samantha Allen, the whole I'm a misandrist,
Yeah,
and not a cute misandrist, just
Not the one with like the fridge magnet. My hate for men
Yeah,
cannot be contained on
yeah.
a fridge magnet or whatever.
such a good critic. Wow, yeah, I totally defend her. Sure, yeah.
They decided
And
the
attitude.
personal cost was too high, and I don't know who could blame them. Like, and as the other things she have written, I see nothing that looks like proof of her claims.
Yeah, how would she do that?
Listen and believe,
Why
man.
prove it? We're supposed to listen and believe.
It's all a part of their
It's all in the text. It's all in the text.
The only proof I have seen she has posted is a link to a Google image search for Ivy in Soul Calibur and a link to Princess Peach Wikipedia page.
And that
Oh, for
proves-
fuck's sake!
that
So
proves
what?
what?
She's calling herself a damsel in distress.
Yeah, calling Peach a damsel in distress and Ivy from Soul Calibur over-sexualized. But, like, the thing is, I think most of these people don't seem to get with Japanese media is that most Japanese people doesn't have an issue with sexualization. The only reason, like, you have it in a lot of Western culture and in American culture, like Western Europe and America, is because of, like, Christianity, Judaism, and Islam. That's the only reason why sex is looked at as a bad thing.
Yeah.
They
Japan
haven't
just
had...
pretty much doesn't give a fuck what they say.
Yeah,
just
Japan
like
doesn't
Capcom.
care. The thing is, Japan, like, they split up. They're really good at splitting up, like, their private life and, like, their professional life. And as long as you keep, like, whatever sexual stuff you're into to your private life, they don't care in your professional life. It's not an issue. Like, they have, like, hentai mangas and whatnot available, like, laying on low shelves where, like, children can just go into the bookstore and basically start reading it. The only thing that stops them is, like, an 18+ logo on the cover, and to be fair, I don't think any kids care.
Pretty sure there's like this tape or something that covers up the
Yeah.
And, like, they have this, like, really harsh censorship of pornography, but that's basically the only reason why they added that was because when they tried to, like, connect with the Western world, like, the Western world was really anti, like, sexuality, so Japan basically just wanted to fit in the club, I guess. Not seeming like barbarians who didn't care about, like, who didn't realize how bad sex is. People should watch Vice's documentary on Japan's sex industry.
Oh yeah, I saw that. It's kind of an eye-opener.
I think a lot of people who is here with the GamerGaters community doesn't really like Vice at the moment, to be fair.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well, the last thing they wrote was, well, a lot fairer at least. They were actually interviewing people from Pro Gamergate. But a lot of people have claimed that they are basically just trying to save their asses now that they realize they're losing. Well, I don't know.
They're just trying to wheeze out of the situation, even though it's just gonna dig their graves even more deeper.
I don't even know.
More deeper, yeah.
More deeper.
Fitting. Poetic.
And deeper and deeper and deeper.
And more deeper and more deep and more deep until they can't crawl out with their man hand. Yeah.
I expect nothing better from PBS when they talk about Gamergate. It's PBS, man.
I love video games.
Love me some video.
Please play with me.
Ugh, filthy casual! Get off my swamp!
50 casualty. Get out of my entertainment industry.
Well, less than
I
3,000
in there
votes,
for a
and
sec.
we break 100K again today.
Beautiful.
Or at least in my time zone, it's showing that.
Man, we're losing viewers left and right. We need to pull this on track here. We need to talk about Gamergate.
Yep.
Let's talk about Gamergate. Man, don't you think Gamergate's a great movement? Don't you think
Also-
they're getting on Steam and they're fighting for a just cause? You think they're gonna actually make it?
We're under 300K until we hit 2
I don't think
million.
they're fighting just to be the good guys. They're just basically fighting just to kind of expose things.
No, but do you think that the people within Gamergate have just cause? Do you think the movement has just cause?
I have Just Cause 2.
No, do you think the movement has just cause?
Oh, yeah?
Okay, well, why does it have
Is there
just
any
cause?
doubt?
Because,
Why-
we actually have facts to back us up, which they don't.
Yeah, but facts are just subjective.
Well, we can be sort of while we do a good job of policing our own people, the social justice warriors or the anti-Gamergate is just pretty much a junkyard full of shit.
Right. Yeah. What does it have to do with the Just Cause?
Basically, when we were calling
It's
out
a very good question.
but when we were calling them out on their follies, they basically just insulted us. They didn't try to defend themselves or anything. They just insulted us.
Okay, everyone should take a look at the picture I just linked. I'm also going
It's
to link
not gonna be what we saw last time, is it?
No. I'm going to link it in the Steam group chat as well.
I won't need to get eye bleach out.
New member in the group.
Okay, I put it in the Steam group chat as well for everyone who's
Yeah,
watching.
exactly. Like that image is just what I was talking about earlier.
1545 members in the group.
What?
1545. We just got a new member.
Oh, beautiful.
Cool beans.
You guys gonna welcome Mr. MLG Defcom?
Beautiful.
Hi,
Yeah,
Mr. Defcom.
Yeah, I'm going to plug it once again. This is the stream of the Steam Gamergate group, and the link to the group is in the description. You should join it if you're watching.
Yeah,
You're not
you
already
should
in it.
join. You silly goyim.
Okay, now we're going there. Okay. But
What
back
are we
to
ever
Paul.
not there?
There's free candy in the van. Remember that. Remember, kids.
Man, I'm not seeing that viewer count move at all, man. You guys gotta tell your friends. Tell them all about this great Gamergate community stream and how we're really
underground
exposing
movement,
corruption in gaming industry.
And also, if anyone feel like they have something to say that might put this train wreck of a stream back to
Train wreck.
yeah, if someone wants to put this train wreck of a stream
Well,
back on the
I've got
rails.
just the thing. It's a tweet from
Actually,
your favorite
exactly. This group is open for criticism. You know, this is an open group. You know, every gamer counts. If they want to share something, they can just come here. And
Like,
talk.
even if you're against the Gamergate movement itself, you can still join in on the stream and actually spark some
yes.
discussion because we're just here. We're just vocally shitposting right now. But that's okay. That's what we're supposed to do here. That's
Anyway,
what the description
there's a
says.
tweet that was made by Feminist Frequency that says, "This is a war on women in gaming waged by a group of sexist monsters. If you are not a horrible being, get out of Gamergate right now."
Right, I saw that this morning.
Us versus them.
It was pretty informative, you know.
Look at that,
It gave
we're
me a
the
better
monsters
outlook on her agenda.
I've been a monster already.
Like I said, we're all motherfucking Godzilla here.
What?
Screw you, I'm a gelatinous cube.
What if I want to be Mothra or something, you know?
No,
What if I wanna
you have to be
Mechagodzilla?
Godzilla, man.
I
Dude,
didn't know I was
that's
Godzilla.
oppressive, man. That's thought control. I can't deal with this movement. I'm out. I'll see you guys later.
Like Jack Otis said,
Right.
you gotta be
Right.
Nazi Godzilla.
Actually, by the way, Godzilla is owned by Asian community. It's copyrighted by Asians, so you cannot use Godzilla. Use your own animal.
I think
bro.
you mean it's copyrighted by Gawker Industries?
Wait a minute. But what was it? Hollywood bought Godzilla, so now the states own it.
It's owned by Japanese. It's owned by Japanese. Come on.
But he's over here now, so you can't do anything about it.
Yeah, but you're over here now, so.
Oh, did someone see that thing where Gawker apparently put up an article where there was this let's see, there were these women who started this business, which was basically hooking. Apparently, there were a lot of people on the east coast of America. There were a lot of there were more guys than women, and on the west coast there were more women than guys, or the other way around. I don't remember. And they were like starting this dating where they could hook up guys from one side with girls from the other side. And Gawker made like an article about it and compared everything to like the Imperial Japanese forces, like sex trafficking, the whole comfort woman thing. And everyone got really pissed at Gawker for it, and Gawker didn't like retract anything they said. They were like, "We at Gawker value free speech" or whatever, and I don't know.
So pretty much bullshit propaganda.
The movement grew.
We're losing viewers! Quick! Fill the movement!
Like the first batch of user tracking I have, the first 250 posts I tracked, we had about 30.5k users, individual accounts tracked. The new batch is only at 215k posts, and it's already 31.5K. So we've gained a full 1,000 users in the tags.
Okay.
And I still have about 35K posts left to track before it locks up and I start a new track.
I see.
I honestly want to know what these journalists think that when they're posting these articles. When they post them, they hardly use any facts when they're posting these articles. They hardly use any sort of. I've noticed that.
Well, the requirements of being a journalist means you have to pay an entry fee of your brain. You can't use your brain, man.
Well,
Oh, right, I forgot about that.
they think that,
Actually, I don't think that those game journalists are really journalists. I don't think that those people got a journalistic degrees. I think that they were blogger before. They were gamer plus blogger, and then they shifted here. I don't think that those are journalists.
Some of them actually
I mean,
are.
Can we agree on a definition of journalist then? What's a journalist in your mind? What does it take to become a
Kind of
journalist?
a subjective term, to be honest.
Yeah.
Not really.
Okay, to be honest with you, in the 21st century, if you are saying you're a journalist, show me your fucking degree. Show me your fucking diploma. That is what matters at this moment. Yeah.
but Gawker's like, no, we're not doing journalism, we are doing blogging.
No, that was.
No, they started saying
Oh,
as they're
that.
journalists, and then when it got them, then we are fucking bloggers. That is fucking bullshit, man.
The thing about it is that most of these people, they actually do have journalism degrees, and they're. I guess you could say they're just abusing it. Really, they're not even doing proper journalism. A journalist is supposed to take both sides of something, and they're supposed to explain it, and at least try to attempt to be neutral about it.
Exactly.
They don't even try it.
Yes.
They don't even try it. It is
Scott,
My agenda. I am not ashamed of pushing my agenda.
agenda.
My
They
On
are
me,
so
no
putting their fingers in their asses and smelling it. They don't care. And if they're saying that they got their journalistic degree, I don't think that they pass with their own efforts. They might be fucking copy paste or cheating.
Scott, I'm not sure if
Yeah.
it's your internet or if it's your mic, but basically either your voice is really low or it sounds like the mic is like clipping. Or
Mike's flipping out. It's weird. I don't know what's going on with it.
either it's like screechingly loud or it's too low.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a wild mic. Razer doesn't really. I guess Razer.
Looks like there's a new target for Gamergate. It's apparently a self-proclaimed top independent charity for children in need of the world, but they support a company who publicly supports bullying on fucking anti-bullying week. Save the children.
Wait, what? What's going on now, Link?
There's a new kind of a target on Gamergate. They usually do the little boycotts of the day and whatnot, and basically the new one is a charity called Save the Children, who is independent and
Wow.
other stuff, and they support a company who
Heard it
publicly
here
supports
first, folks.
bullying
Fresh off the
on
press.
fucking anti-bullying.
Okay, everyone who's listening to this stream, that is retarded and you should know.
Think of the children, man. Won't somebody please think of the children?
Dude, this thing is getting so political. We were like binary, either 1 or 0. Either you're wrong or you're right. If you're wrong, then just say it out loud. Yeah, we did some mistakes. Just accept the fact and just continue. But these people are fucking bringing every aspect, every dimension of the surrounding, which we do not even care as a gamer.
So, how long is it before like Gamma Sutra goes bankrupt or something? Didn't they lose
I'd
like
say maybe a few months.
Didn't they lose like
They got.
all the revenues almost?
I think they are losing, but they are not losing that big. They got a lot of backups. If you can follow the Reddit post that I just posted, put up in action.
I think they
They have a
probably should
shitload
have
of money.
scared off a lot of stockholders by now. Didn't like the
Yeah, they might. Yeah, but they still got a financial backing. Yeah.
might have. But you don't really want to scare off shareholders. That's a bad idea.
Yeah, that's a big no-no. Can't do that, friend.
Can't do it, man.
I need those dividends, bro. I need them now. Come on, I'm out. Later.
And that's why I respect Steam. They didn't go public. They have no shares. It was like still fucking private in the Fucking nice,
Yeah,
man.
Gaben owns all this shit.
Yes.
Wait.
Are you ready for a miracle?
You can't really.
But
Pretty
you
as
know,
I can be.
Oh boy.
but you know, to be honest with you, I still suspect how Depression Quest got on the Steam. I still suspect how nobody, a concerned US citizen, haven't filed any complaint about this Anita Sarkeesian about how she's cheating people money. She got like thousands of dollars, and you know what the fuck she's doing? She's only putting YouTube videos, and most of the footage that she's taking is from another gamers.
She's
I
taking
mean,
it
like,
from
I'm
the
still,
And she also
Yeah.
lied. She was like, she claimed that she found this old picture of her claiming, like, where she was playing an Super Nintendo or something. And she was like, I have been a gamer for a long time. And then there was this other video where she said that she never
I
played
have
any
to learn
video
games.
games.
I have to
I
learn
have
how
to
to
learn to
game.
play
What the
video
fuck?
games to do
And
this
she
because
thinks
I
it's
have.
gross.
I mean, like, come on, Americans are like that idiot. I mean, like, can I treat them also? I mean, like, I will gonna start another channel called. I wanted to start another channel called Men Amplitude, and I will gonna say all good things about gaming and how gaming are important for a guy to grow as a man and stuff like that. Can I get like thousands of dollars?
But to do that,
You actually might, because there are so many people who are like pissed off with the whole feminist movement that they might actually just go for the same scam if a guy is doing it. So you could probably like
Yeah.
trick the other side of the coin into giving you money.
Better make more Kickstarters.
Wait, didn't someone do
I
that
know.
already? Make this like
I don't want to live in that
effect
curse,
or
man.
something?
I don't want to take people money and just start.
Remember,
bullshitting. She
kids.
was like a fucking.
But I think someone did that already, like made an opposition to like Anita's videos called like the Sarkeesian effect or something, and they
Yeah.
did just the
I'm working
same.
on it.
They did like a Patreon or Kickstarter or something for it, and they got almost like as much money as she got. It's literally the same scam on the other side, and it's not any better.
Remember, kids, there's literally nothing wrong with profiting off of Gamergate.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I rather buy $10 pennies enlargement pills from internet than giving a $10 to Anita Sarkeesian. To be honest with you.
I'd be using that $10 just to get a cup of coffee.
Yeah, that ain't.
There is far better ways to spend your $10. I think we can all agree on that.
Yeah,
I'll never get
Yeah.
my $10 back.
just buy
Exactly.
something
Yeah.
awful account.
Or I can buy an indie game from a
Or
Steam.
buy sandwiches off of Subway.
Did someone suggest buying you something awful account?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, might as
fuck.
well, eh?
Or
I wouldn't do
Bang
that to
Bros
my
is
worst
a still
enemy.
better option.
Friendly reminder that awful account.
I just want to point out that I actually already have a something awful account.
Not having a something awful account? What are you, a real gamer?
That's really awful. That was terrible.
So, should we decline into the same depths that last Friday streams were and just start playing like Cards Against Humanity on stream or something?
Dude,
Oh,
let's
cool.
just
I'd be down for
hop
that.
up straight into a D&D campaign right now. Let's go.
I'll probably just host a online Mario
Who's
Party.
DM?
for
Who's DMing?
I'm not doing that, man. Fuck that.
Like,
I do not feel like DMing. Someone else has to do it.
Somebody's got to do it, man. Someone's got to step up.
Someone step. I haven't DM'd in ages. I couldn't do it if I tried.
Somebody stop clucking.
Was the penguin clucking?
Who clucking here?
Oh, that was Waluigi that was clucking.
Cluck. Cluck. Cluck.
Oh, by the way, do you know this Mike Savronich, or I'm not sure about his last name, but he got doxxed and nobody's
Who?
idiot
Who
about
did?
that.
Yeah, let's bring
Uh,
attention
this,
to the
uh,
dog
Mike-
scene.
Wait. Who are we
Yes.
talking about?
Apparently, this is like the Felicia
Okay.
Day thing that pissed someone off, and someone basically doxed Felicia Day for it. But I'm not sure who did it.
Oh, yeah. Isn't he a
it's-
lawyer?
I think it
And
was.
dogs by So Queen, by the way.
I have no idea, like who
And
did
she was
it.
like, oh, please don't dox us. Doxing is not good. Dude, you had to read a Twitter. Okay, let me give you the link.
alright, I'm gonna.
I mean, like,
Okie dokie.
if an anti-gamer get people getting dogs, it's all over the news. But if a gamer get people getting dogs, it's like nobody gives a shit. What the fuck?
Double standards, man. It's double standards.
Remember,
They
guys,
have it
there's
for
literally
why.
nothing wrong with profiting off of Gamergate.
And using someone
I think,
else's footage in your project without using permission.
Right.
I think the journalist, journalists getting attracted by journalists. That is what is happening. Maybe because they're thinking, oh, we share the same blood. You are a gaming journalist, I'm a mainstream journalist. I share your pain, bro. Come over me, let me hug you, stuff like that.
Yeah, kiss and make up with
Sometimes
me, game
I feel
on.
like that, man.
Yeah.
Well, as long as journalists don't shut up about Gamergate, it'll keep going.
I see. I don't think.
It will gonna go.
I think. I don't think Felicia Day is like. She seems to miss the entire point. I don't think she's like doing this because she's against whatever Gamergate is for. She just simply. I think she just swallowed everything the like gaming journalism has tried to sell, like all of it.
I'm sure she did.
She should probably read some of the stuff by like Total Biscuit or something, because they have like I know they have talked. I think she'd been on like one of their streams at one time. Oh yeah.
Okay, let me tell you.
Yeah, I seen that stream
read
actually.
Our shit. Nobody will gonna believe what is Gamergate stands. Nobody will ever gonna get believed. When it comes to mainstream media, they will not gonna care what this thing stands for. They will only gonna bring one agenda. Oh, these people oppressing females. These people, raping females. These people
Look
doing
at
bad
these
stuff to
poor
females.
people being oppressed by the devil, Satan. That's Gamergate.
And most of the Gamergaters need to be, waiting for that stuff. That is
Gamergate
a fact.
what
It's never
down,
gonna
man.
get. It is not gonna get changed. No matter how hard we try, I don't think that it will gonna get changed.
Like basically, to sum up the like blog Tumblr post she has is basically when she's used to see like usually when she saw someone with like gaming T-shirts, she would like go up to them and I love gaming, I love that game, and like talk to them. But now these days she would be afraid because she was afraid that they were one of the horrible people in Gamergate, and that she was afraid to speak up against the Gamergate thing.
It's the Night of the Living Gamergate, made by George A. Romero.
It's too big to kill. We can't do anything about it, Jim. What do we do about the gamers?
Basically, it seems like she's like. Quote, but personally I am terrified to be doxxed for even typing the words Gamergate. So
and then
yeah,
I want to be doxxed.
there you go. I don't.
So Gamergate is a forbidden word.
I have been terrified of inflicting a deluge of abusive and condescending tweets into my timeline. I did one simple reply to one of the main victims several weeks back, and the flood of things I simply couldn't stand to read was directed at me. I had to log offline for a few days until it went away.
Oh no. Oh no, I had to log off for a few days.
Oh.
Whatever will I do without my precious internet?
No, where am I gonna get my Patreon dollars?
How am I gonna get my
I'm getting
porn?
PTSD. I'm getting PTSD from Twitter. Oh my god.
Like stuff like this isn't helping, guys.
It's so oppressing for me.
To be fair, guys, stuff like this isn't helping.
Yeah.
Right.
What are you?
What are you saying, man? I can't joke about this kind of thing. You trying to censor me?
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying
Alright,
to
man,
censor
you
you.
can't be funny right now. This is serious business.
No,
It's
no.
what they say.
Gamergate is a serious issue, and we can only talk about it in serious terms.
Right,
Oh,
obviously.
bless
That's
you.
the Christopher Nolan way.
But like, I think I have no problem with joking about the thing. I just didn't think necessarily joking about like stuff. It's not that bad. You can just deal with it because that's like I don't know.
Just try not to get too far.
Just turn off the screen and walk away, nigga. Like,
Yeah, like close your eyes, nigga. God, like please, cyberbullying ain't real, bruh.
Just plug your ears, close your eyes, turn off the monitor. You don't need to see anything or hear.
I'm going to be serious for a second. Like people like that who consider that like the whole cyberbullying thing. I'm like 90% sure that the people who bitch and whine about cyberbullying have never ever experienced actual bullying ever.
Yeah, true, exactly true. The funny thing about cyberbullying, if you think that you are getting bullied, just fucking log out.
Yeah.
That's
but
all. That's all you had to do.
you know,
but
you know,
the middle score is so
Fucking
powerful.
idiots,
You
man.
gotta give the bully attention.
no, you
Show
know
how
what
powerful
bullying?
you are.
Bullying,
So-
bullying is something you can't escape. You can't escape from it. Like you
Bullies
get
hurt
bullied
you
every day at
physically.
school or something.
Bullies hurt
Right,
you
yeah.
physically, they hurt you psychologically, they hurt you mentally. This is
Right.
fucking internet. Nobody give a
Bully,
shit.
that's the boogeyman.
It's not. Yeah, it's not as bad. Like certainly, it's not something that we should like suggest people do.
Yeah, I mean
like,
it's yeah.
even
but-
cyberbullying it's horrible. Like, but
Yeah, cyberbullying is terrible, but it shouldn't be like outlawed. You know, there shouldn't be any court
like, the thing is,
jurisdiction about it. You know, like there shouldn't be a law against it.
probably. Let's see.
But there is.
I'm getting to the end here. I have allowed this handful of
You know,
anonymous
the thing is
people.
like, no, let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you one thing. The thing about internet is, first, never post your personal information. Now, most of the sites they're saying, oh, don't post your personal info and stuff like that. Second, if you feel like you're getting threatened, just, close your fucking browser, go outside and play.
It depends. Like, I have gone
The
almost
first
out of my
mistake
way to have
people
my.
do-
I have tried to like keep
The
my
first mistake
personal
these people
information.
do is, they put their personal information online. They trust, oh, this is my fucking friend. I'm really gonna vote. This is my mom. This is my dad. My fucking personal number. This is my fucking personal email. And then, things
Yeah.
get weird. And then, somebody get mad and they try to, throw shit here and there. The first thing, don't put your personal information. This is fucking virtual life. This is not your real life.
It
Don't
depends
do
though.
that shit
Like,
here.
You silly goy.
It
We're
depends on
in
what
the-
you're doing, though. I have most of my stuff, like personal and internet stuff, just linked together. If you Google Sharono, my real name is probably in like the first or second thing that comes up.
Just call
Exactly.
yourself.
This is my like
Really
8th
friends.
account.
If I want to do something where I don't really want to be openly known, I wouldn't go under the nickname Sharono though, because I know that's linked to my real name.
Exactly. Yep.
But then again,
I mean, like,
most of the
you
stuff
have
I do
to-
on the
I mean, like-
internet, I feel like isn't something. This is something as like I don't really think it's a problem because I tend to just do things I personally feel like I can stand behind. That's why I like.
No, the thing is like these new
Yeah, I
facts. These new facts, they have to learn a difference. You have to. I mean, like if it's your personal life, then create a personal profile in the Facebook. Add your personal friends in the Facebook. If you want to do bullying, if you want to do another shit, if you want to do another stuff like that, you create a separate account. Don't just link it. I mean, like, and these people like fucking 90s people. I don't know, fucking 90s
Okay,
guys.
okay.
They're
Today's
like,
great advice from
everything.
DEF CON. If you're going to bully someone on Facebook, do not use your real account. You heard it here first.
Exactly.
You must
yes.
call
Here first, folks.
Exactly,
Get some
yes.
stupid accounts.
Watch other shit.
Right. So yeah,
This-
now we are
I
really.
mean, like, this Twitter account I created for like, I think like 10 days before.
How is still people watching the stream?
Because they got nothing
People
better to
should
do
they
than
have
try
to
to
watch
quickly get it back on topic.
Huh?
Well,
We can't get us
I
back on
love
topic.
Anita Sarkeesian and all sorts of radical feminism. Ah.
Oh yeah,
But
speaking of that, I did find this though. Seems kind of funny.
What am I looking at?
Look in the chat.
I gotta go to sleep, so I guess I'll see you guys later. Hopefully.
Oh, later, bro. This is like about corrupt journalism and video games.
Alright.
Alright, later, bro.
Okay, that image made me laugh.
Make up our mind, no other media, none of the media will gonna appreciate our effort. None other media will gonna say, okay, these people were right. The gaming media was biased and they favored the game, the AAA developers or other developers. They put their revenue first instead of their watchers, stuff like that.
So,
And
also-
we
go ahead.
But all the gamers have to remember one thing, that don't just trust on the media what they're trying to say. Just like a real media, they bullshit. But just trust your instinct. If you want to buy, just buy. Don't trust these people anymore. Or if you want to go I am suggesting you better go to IGN or PC Gamers. I think at this moment they might be a reliable source. They are kind of reliable source because those are the people that are not getting affected by this. Even
I'm
they're like
surprised that Fox
bullshitting and
News isn't talking
multiplayer.
about Gamergate.
To be fair, I don't really
I'm
care
sorry?
about. I haven't cared about like gaming media for forever. Like
I neither. I
Yeah.
never.
I was like, I think it was IGN or something, where I read like this review about like Singularity or something, where it got absolutely like, it didn't get good reviews, that's for sure, but I still went out and bought it
Yeah.
because I thought this premise looked cool.
Oh yeah, minor correction. I
You know-
kind of said on the last stream about Jeff Cayley and IGN, and apparently he's not at IGN anymore. He does game trailers now. Still doesn't make it any better. But anyways, move along.
Moving along.
To be honest with you, I rather prefer the worst part of journalism, that let's play, so that I can judge whether I want to buy this game or not. You know,
Right.
I can
Hey,
just watch it. Okay, how's the gameplay? How they're playing? You know, how's the graphics? I can just deduct my conclusion. Okay, I will gonna buy this game because I want to play this game. Because those people are, much more honest. They just say, oh, by the way, I got this review copy. Oh, by the way, this is a paid thing. And actually, most of the YouTubers they do that. They do that.
Actually, I think we're going to just end the stream here because we are getting so far off topic. I don't think there's anything
Yes,
to
we
say in
are.
this stream.
The one last thing I'll say is just, well, I'm kind of surprised, but actually, you know what? Nah, I shouldn't be surprised, but PewDiePie ain't talking about Gamergate. I mean, if he did, then this shit would explode.
Yeah, like if we could get
He
someone
will not
over
gonna
and
talk. He will not gonna talk. He will not gonna talk. Believe me.
if
Those
we,
people are way more higher. They don't want to deal with this shit, man. Come on.
but if
They are in the level of AAA developers. He don't want to deal with this shit. And remember what happened to Boogie when he tried to come inside. Everybody's fucking him.
Alright, yeah.
Yeah, that is what happens.
but like if we actually could get PewDiePie to be pro Gamergate, that would probably
Tip the
Like-
scales.
tip the scale big time. It would
PewDiePie is a
it
fucking
would turn the fucking
businessman.
scale into a catapult.
PewDiePie is a businessman. He only cares about his bucks. The best example is Boogie. When he tried to negotiate, everybody hates him. Even the Gamergate, anti-Gamergate, everybody tried to fuck with him.
The problem with Boogie is
And-
Boogie is just a nice guy. Boogie just wants everyone to be friends
He's
and
just
play
trying to
games
be
together.
Exactly. Boogie don't got a business mind.
Boogie is like actually like probably one of the like nicest guys in the entire
Yeah.
thing, but he I don't think he can like.
Be this way for
He
long.
is too
And-
nice. He is too nice to like.
And man, the thing is happening with him is fucking sad, man. I'm just like looking at his Twitter. He's getting angry every day. He will, trying to, convince both of the parties that no, I'm not with anybody now and stuff like that. He got fucked up, man.
I
Yeah,
like
I
Boogie.
think
I think
it's
I
bad.
think
You'll
everyone
be in the
on,
crossfire.
I think everyone on both sides should support Boogie no matter what because Boogie is just a really nice guy.
I support Boogie, man. I support Boogie, yeah.
Who doesn't support the boogeyman?
Eh, he's kind
Not
of
the Boogeyman,
questionable.
Boogie to man AA.
For the time
Okay,
being.
well I'm actually going to stop. The
Yeah,
stream now.
let's do that.
First, Gelatinous Cube, you can go first if there's anything you want to plug.
Okay, well, I guess just my Twitter, at a gelatinous cube. I regularly post updates on the analytics, and other than that, I just kind of shit post to try to keep the mood high.
Right, DEFCON, is there anything you want to plug?
Oh, no need to join me. I'm just average gamer who get drunk every night and talk bullshit.
Okay.
Thank you.
Then, I can't even see your full name. No name, dude. What?
I got nothing to plug either, so don't ask.
I want to plug video games. I love those a lot.
Yeah,
I like
Yeah.
video
All
games.
the games.
The We Are
Don't
the
know about
Gamer.
video games. Play video games.
Anything you want to plug?
Play Unreal Tournament. Play Bully, man.
Oh, okay. Also, if someone wants to play Unreal Tournament, just add me as Sharon on Steam. I am so down for Unreal Tournament. And
Preferably the 2004 version.
sure, it's either that or 99 anyways. Who plays Unreal 3?
no one.
Oh
Nobody.
yeah, and humanity.
And Typrax, is there anything you want to plug?
No, video games. Play video games.
Beautiful.
Yeah, buddy. I love video games too.
I am at Toronto on Twitter and Toronto on everything else. If you want to add me or talk to me or
I
whatever.
want.
Also, I would like to plug.
I just want to
games.
say one last thing. Just play your games, man. Don't care about this environment. Don't care.
Yeah,
about,
don't
care
get too.
about stuff.
If you're
You
getting
enjoy-
too involved in this thing, then you're going to have a bad day because you're only thinking about it.
Just
go-
let
get
all
a
the other
break.
people fight the good fight.
Get a get a break, play some games, and then come back.
There is nothing like when you play video game, you're getting
Okay, I'm going to
because
I'm going to
like
shut the
that,
stream down
no.
now. So
Right. We got the point across. Okay. Okay. Good. Later.
bye.